In a round of fixtures where giants like Man City, Arsenal, and Liverpool continually struggled, Chelsea demonstrated remarkable stability, securing a convincing victory against Brentford to solidify their second-place position in the Premier League. Marc Cucurella, following his mid-match shoe change saga in the London Derby against Tottenham, again emerged as the key figure, delivering 3 crucial points for the Blues. Now, the question arises, has Chelsea truly become a serious title contender? And let's consider Enzo Maresca's humility as the answer. Just 3 days prior, Chelsea endured a 16-hour round-trip flight and played in -1 degree Celsius temperatures to defeat Astana 3-1 in the Europa Conference League. These factors seemingly didn't impact Chelsea's squad, as most key players remained in England to prepare for the Brentford match. Coach Enzo Maresca made 10 changes to the starting lineup, with centre-back Tosin Adarabioyo the only player to start 2 consecutive matches. Brentford could be considered Chelsea's kryptonite since their promotion to the Premier League, having lost only one of their 6 encounters, with 3 wins and 2 draws, and all 3 victories coming at Stamford Bridge. However, history shifted, with the current Chelsea side a completely different beast, playing with more confidence, stability, and resilience compared to previous collapses under the slightest pressure from the Bees. One of the small secrets behind Chelsea's ongoing resurgence is their forward-thinking approach. This explains why Moises Caicedo has the most forward passes, despite being considered a more defensive-minded player alongside Enzo Fernandez in the holding midfield position. This approach allowed Chelsea to dominate possession, significantly limiting Brentford's ability to launch quick, direct attacks. However, it wasn't until the closing minutes of the first half that Maresca's men could capitalize on their advantage, taking the lead through Marc Cucurella's header. Noni Madueke, who replaced the suspended Pedro Neto, provided the assist for the Spanish defender to open the scoring. In the second half, Chelsea continued their dominance, creating numerous chances. In the 60th minute, Sancho broke through on the left wing and delivered a perfect cross. But Nicholas Jackson missed a sitter in front of an open goal. Around 20 minutes later, the Senegalese striker redeemed himself, sprinting from the center circle into the penalty box and finishing with a near-post shot to double the lead. Chelsea endured a nervy final few minutes as Bryan Mbeumo capitalized on a Moises Caicedo error to reduce the deficit, but they held on for a 2-1 victory. Post-match, players from both sides clashed, resulting in a second yellow card for Cucurella. With these results, Chelsea now has 34 points, 2 behind Liverpool, having played 1 more game. This is Chelsea's 5th consecutive victory, the longest winning streak in the Premier League this season. They could climb to the top if they beat Everton in the next round and Liverpool lose to Tottenham. This is something no one would have envisioned a few weeks ago. One figure who has contributed significantly to this impressive run of form is Cucurella. Life is never dull with Cucurella, even when he delivers a man-of-the-match performance, as he was sent off for a moment of petulance. Last week, he also had to leave the pitch early against Tottenham to change his boots. He was remembered for some slips that gave Spurs a 2-goal advantage, and then had to change into a new pair. Cucurella's brand-new Puma boots were thrown in the bin after the 4-3 win, causing a scandal as the player has a sponsorship deal with Puma. Last night, he made another mistake after scoring. Only Cucurella knows why he felt the need to foul Kevin Shade right in front of referee Peter Banks to receive a yellow card, and the informed player now faces a 1-match ban. Cucurella, a contender for Chelsea's Player of the Season, showcased his best form against Brentford. He took every opportunity to get forward and was rewarded with a headed goal from Noni Madueke's exquisite cross. This was his first Premier League goal for Chelsea and helped ease the tension that was beginning to build at Stamford Bridge. After the break, Cucurella remained crucial to Chelsea's eventual victory. Even in stoppage time, he won a free kick for his team but then received a second yellow card. Maresca said, "The referee said the second yellow card was for bad attitude." When the final whistle blew, the coaching staff and I hugged each other and celebrated so much that we couldn't see anything. Cucurella was excellent with and without the ball. Losing this player is a shame. Speaking after the match, Coach Maresca said, "Although Chelsea can win many matches, I don't think the team is ready to compete for the title yet. One reason is that other teams know how to run the long race. How do you win the championship? They won't concede goals like we do. Today, Chelsea conceded from a cross. Therefore, I don't think Chelsea is ready to compete for the title. We can't concede in the way we did and give the opponent opportunities to score. I don't think the problem is discipline. I've said many times, Chelsea can do better. How we handle certain situations. Perhaps this is one of the moments we can improve. Cucurella will be suspended. We will bring in someone else to replace him. Pedro Neto was suspended tonight, and Noni's performance was also excellent. Maresca is the third permanent head coach appointed by the Todd Boehly Clearlake Group. His predecessors, Graham Potter and Mauricio Pochettino, lasted only 7 months and 1 season, respectively. From the outset, Maresca has made his own mark. Club sources insist no one was worried when Chelsea lost 3 of their 6 preseason friendlies and conceded 13 goals. Initial difficulties were anticipated. Despite external concerns, Chelsea were pleased with what they saw over the summer. They saw improvements in energy levels, a playing style beginning to take shape both with and without the ball. Every warm-up or passing drill had a purpose. Nothing was done for the sake of it. Maresca is deeply involved in training sessions, regularly approaching individual players to outline his expectations. One observer even joked about how many miles Maresca covered each day on the training ground. Maresca is very clear with the players about the standards he wants to maintain. He publicly warned new signings over the phone before they agreed to join the team that if they weren't prepared to work hard, they shouldn't come to Chelsea. Players left out of the Premier League squad aren't automatically guaranteed a place in Conference League or Carabao Cup matches. Notably, upon taking over Chelsea, Maresca faced a potentially damaging rift caused by Enzo Fernandez's actions after Argentina's Copa America victory in June. Maresca ensured this controversy quickly became a thing of the past. Fernandez, the stand-in captain in Reece James' absence, is now in his best form since joining Chelsea. Before joining Chelsea, Maresca inherited a team that finished just 5 points outside the top 4 last season. Many signings since January 2023 have begun to settle at Stamford Bridge, but his 4-2-3-1 formation, which effectively becomes a 3-2-4-1 in possession, is meeting the criteria Chelsea set out in the summer when searching for a new coach. They wanted someone with a playing style and philosophy based on controlling the game. While it's still early to talk about a dynasty, and setbacks are still possible, with Maresca's 5-year contract, all signs point to a positive outlook. Club sources even suggest the expectation is that Maresca will become Chelsea's longest-serving manager this century, similar to Arsene Wenger or Sir Alex Ferguson.